Monique is not letting up when it comes to Tyler Perry. She's standing 10 toes down in her beef, and it's looking more intense than ever. Y'all might have heard that Tyler recently got hit with a lawsuit over allegedly sabotaging an actor's career. Now, there were rumors flying that Taraji P. Henson was planning to publicly defend Tyler, saying he's a good guy who wouldn't do something like that. But Monique? She's not having it. She's reportedly ready to call out Taraji hard if she goes through with it. The word on the street is that Monique sees this as yet another betrayal, and it gets messy. Allegedly, Tyler Perry even played a part in helping Taraji land roles that Monique was in the running for. If that's true, you can see why she's heated. At this point, folks are saying Monique is ready to crash out, meaning she might go scorched earth and expose everything. And honestly, can you blame her? Tyler himself admitted he played a role in blackballing her, and Monique claims that move cost her tens of millions of dollars. So if she's out for justice or revenge, it's looking like we're in for the drama of the decade.
Family tens of millions of dollars.
Yeah.
Over a lie and a rumor.
Is he gonna he's gonna compensate you for that?
I want you to look in your camera.
Yes.
And I want you to talk to Tyler Perry because you heard what that man said. So ask him, will he compensate my family for that?
Tyler, will you come on Club Shay Shay and let's have a conversation about the fair compensation for what transpired between you and Monique? You can sit right here and she's sitting right here and you and I can have a conversation.
And we'll do you one better. And give me 5 on that, baby. We'll do you one better, Shay. My husband and I'll sit right next to him.
So yeah, Monique definitely has more than enough reason to keep that grudge against Tyler Perry, especially since, according to her, he's never apologized for what he did to her. So when news broke that Tyler was being sued by an actor named Derek Dixon over alleged sexual assault, fans were quick to assume Monique would have something to say. And sure enough, she seemed to be trolling him on Instagram. She posted a cryptic message that had people talking, "LOL, I guarantee you can't beat me up." Fans took that as classic Monique shade, subtle, but cutting.
Get mad, even if you get offended. So, what you gonna do? Because I guarantee you can't beat me up.
Monique's shady post, Tyler Perry's lawsuit, and why Taraji's support isn't sitting right with fans. Few, chilly, talk about shady. Monique definitely isn't pulling any punches when it comes to Tyler Perry, and honestly, can you blame her? Their history is long, messy, and unresolved. Monique has made it clear over the years that Tyler never apologized for the role he allegedly played in her being blackballed in Hollywood, a move that, according to her, cost her tens of millions of dollars. So when Tyler Perry was recently sued by actor Derek Dixon for alleged sexual assault, it wasn't exactly shocking that Monique might take the opportunity to throw some shade. In fact, fans believe she was trolling him on Instagram. She posted a cryptic message that read, "LOL, I guarantee you can't beat me up." People saw that as a not-so-subtle jab at Tyler, but the lawsuit itself? It's disturbing, and fans are taking it seriously. According to the lawsuit, Derek Dixon first met Tyler Perry in 2019, when Tyler allegedly picked him out of a crowd, asked for his number, and hinted at a possible acting opportunity. At first, Derek was hopeful. This was Tyler Perry, after all, a major player in Hollywood. But from there, things allegedly took a dark and unexpected turn. Derek claims that instead of helping launch his career, Tyler began making him into what he describes as a personal boy toy. While Tyler did give him some roles, they were reportedly minor. For example, the first role he got, the one Tyler supposedly singled him out for, was a tiny 2-episode appearance in Ruthless, a show that ran for 104 episodes. Fans quickly pointed out how strange it was that Tyler would go out of his way to cast someone for such a small part, leading many to believe it was just a way to get close to Derek, and that's not just speculation. Derek's own lawsuit strongly hints at that. He claims, Mr. Perry took his success and power and used his considerable influence in the entertainment industry to create a coercive, exploitative dynamic with Mr. Dixon, initially promising him career advancement and creative opportunities, only to subject him to escalating battery and professional retaliation when Mr. Dixon did not reciprocate Mr. Perry's unwanted advances. According to Derek, this happened while he was employed on Tyler's show The Oval, where Perry allegedly had direct control over his employment and creative future. Things reportedly escalated in 2020 when Tyler invited Derek to his home in Atlanta. Derek agreed, in part because he didn't want to jeopardize his opportunities. Perry was still in charge of casting, after all. During that visit, Derek says he drank too much and ended up sleeping in a guest room. He claims that Tyler got into bed with him and began touching his thighs. Derek says he rejected the advance, but that didn't stop Tyler from continuing to pursue him. It was sometime after this that Derek landed a more visible role on The Oval, a step up from his tiny role in Ruthless. While it wasn't a lead hit, was enough to make Derek feel like his career was finally gaining traction. But he also says it came at a cost. According to Derek, Tyler began sending suggestive messages, asking about his sexual preferences and telling him that he was intimate with men. Derek also claims that his character on The Oval, Dale, was intentionally written to mirror what Tyler was looking for in a real-life partner, someone gay, homeless, and dependent. Derek alleges that Tyler wanted someone who'd be loyal and totally reliant on him. Later in 2020, Tyler allegedly invited Derek back to Atlanta. This time, Derek claims things took an even darker turn. He says Perry initiated a sexually charged conversation, asking if he liked it rough, before grabbing Derek by the throat and saying, "Look how excited you just got." But it didn't end there. Derek alleges the most aggressive incident happened in June 2021, again at Tyler's home. While Derek was staying in the guest house, wearing only underwear, he claims Tyler entered the room, gave him a goodnight hug, and then suddenly yanked down his underwear, groped him, and whispered, "Relax. Just let it happen. It's not going to hurt." Derek says he defused the situation by quickly changing the subject and redirecting the conversation. With allegations this serious, it's no surprise that people were stunned when rumors started swirling that Taraji P. Henson was planning to publicly support Tyler Perry. That rubbed a lot of fans the wrong way, especially since many felt that Taraji, as a black woman in Hollywood who's spoken openly about being underpaid and mistreated, would naturally side with the alleged victim or at least stay neutral. But here's where it gets even messier. You might not know this, but Taraji P. Henson was never originally supposed to play Cookie Lyon in Empire. In fact, she wasn't even being considered at first. Guess who was? Yep, Monique. According to Monique, it was Lee Daniels who offered her the role. He had worked with her before and felt she was perfect for it. Lee, if you recall, also directed Precious, the film that helped spark Monique's fallout with Hollywood, especially Tyler Perry and Oprah. Monique says it was that very same role of Cookie that eventually landed in Taraji's lap. Allegedly after behind-the-scenes interference from Tyler. Ironically, out of everyone involved, Monique says Lee Daniels is the only one who ever apologized to her for the way she was blackballed. Tyler Perry? Still silent. Oprah? Also silent. And now, Taraji, the actress who may have benefited from that very fallout, is allegedly defending the same man who Monique holds responsible for years of career setbacks. Yeah, fans are definitely feeling a type of way.
Oprah had issued you an apology, and Tyler had issued an apology. That's not correct.
No.
The only person that's given you an apology.
You saw it. It's Lee Daniels.
After Monique and Lee Daniels finally patched things up, he told her the role on Empire was hers. But the good news didn't last long. Just a few days later, Lee called her back, this time with bad news. He explained that people behind the scenes weren't willing to work with her due to her reputation for being difficult, so they had to pull the offer. He apologized, but by then, the damage was already done.
Daniel says to me, because Cookie from the show Empire, I was offered that role. Now Taraji tore it up, baby. Listen here. However, I was offered that. Then Felita called me back and say, "Baby girl, they said you're too difficult to work with." But you hear on the audio that a man told David Talbot I was difficult to work with.
In the end, Lee Daniels' hands were tied, and Monique lost out on the role, a role that eventually went to Taraji P. Henson. Rumor has it that Tyler Perry was the one who pulled strings behind the scenes to make that happen. If that's true, it worked out perfectly for him. He effectively blocked Monique while helping Taraji land a major role on one of the biggest shows on TV at the time. Fast forward to now, Taraji recently starred in Tyler Perry's latest film, Straw, which has been a massive success and is breaking all kinds of records. So it's no surprise that she'd want to protect Tyler's reputation, especially with these serious SA allegations floating around. She has a lot on the line. As expected, Monique did not take this well. Word on the street is she went off on Taraji for publicly supporting Tyler. Some folks are saying Monique believes Taraji's support isn't about loyalty, it's about self-interest. From Monique's point of view, Taraji's backing Tyler because she's still benefiting from being in his good graces. But what do you think? Is Monique justified, or is this all just drama? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and then be sure to check out the next video for more tea.